Hi, this is Gopal Varma.
And this is Lisa Ray.
And you're watching
Bollywood Hungama.
Yes.
It's a subject that you've been wanting to make for a long time. You've had like a jungle in the past, which many would say that had reflections of Veerappan as well.
I want to say, to start with, I've been hearing about Veerappan since '95. Some sketchily, something about a guy operating from the jungle, You always hear about bandits or dacoits or underworld guys who operate from the city. Because you rarely hear someone operating from a jungle. And the jungle gangs predominantly will be poachers, will be probably killing wildlife or dealing with forest wealth, for want of a better word.
Gee.
They operate even now.
Right.
And in fact, there are gangs who do far more than ever Veerappan did in his entire career, But Veerappan predominantly was not really a sandalwood smuggler or he did poaching. He did that, but not to the extent what people imagine. He was a fugitive. He was just challenging the entire establishment to come to catch him. More than anything else, that's what he did. Right?
And he wanted a film made on himself as well.
And he was publicity hungry. It was the first time this guy called Nakiran Gopal, he went to interview him.
Correct.
He took nearly 15 minutes to get ready, I believe, to comb his moustache and put oil in the hair and all that. And he asked all his gang members, how am I looking, and changed his khaki shirt 2-3 times and all that. And
sounds
he was
like
posing with the gun.
Narcissistic Veerappan.
He was like publicity hungry to another level, and most of his exploits he actually wanted to stay in the news. And once he got internationally famous because of Kidnap of Rajkumar.
Right.
And that's when he was planning to kidnap Rajinikanth as well, because he wants to do one-upmanship after that. What do I do next after this? Like a filmmaker wanting to make a bigger film.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wanted a film made on himself, and much bigger
Because
than Bandit Queen.
He felt Bandit Queen, Fulan Devi was so famous after Shekhar Kapoor made, and technically, which is the truth also, that he was a far more dangerous and far more his criminal acts are far more in its dimension and its magnitude. So he thought if they can make a film on Fulan Devi, they should make a 100 crore film on me. That was one of the demands in the 10 ransom demands he made after kidnapping Rajkumar, and one of them was this.
How was your experience of working on this film? Because he has a very unconventional way of functioning as well. He likes to, apart from the storytelling part of it, he likes to experiment a lot in terms of technically as well, in terms of the camera angles, the camera movements, what sort of cameras he'll be using. So how was that experience as far as for you as a cinema student?
I think Lisa is the first time I've never used a single unusual angle on Lisa, so I think she will not be able to shed light on my eccentricity on my framing.
Right.
The film has lots of that, but not where she is concerned.
Right. So, okay.
Yeah.
So the eccentricity continues as far as the camera angle is concerned.
Yes.
I think so. I mean, what I can share is that it was unlike any other filming experience I've ever had before.
Right.
In every way. It was a completely original experience. And the first few days it blew my mind. I was actually just like, I'm, just sort of trying to cope up. But also like deeply satisfying as well. Because you want to. I mean, me as well as an actor, I want to be pushed. I don't want to. I'm actually not even interested in working if something doesn't push me anymore. I'm not interested in showing. And now this experience has spoiled me even more. Because I'm going to look for the next one and say, how is that going to push me again? Otherwise, I'm not interested. Making a film takes so much effort, so much time, so much focus.
Right.
I have other things I can do in my life. I love filmmaking, but I think that this film also has convinced me to say no even more, which I'm already very good at. But, to really capture that kind of experience, it'll show on screen.
Absolutely.
As an actor.
And you have this unique penchant for just coming up with very interesting characters and introducing many interesting actors. Now, this guy has already become hugely popular, and everyone is talking about him. How do you look at him, his performance, and do you feel that it's like something that will be talked about like big time?
See, right from the beginning, I was very clear the guy cast for Veerappan has to have some physical resemblance, because Veerappan's face is very popular. His moustache and his... and then one is that, and second is on a performance level, the guy who's been living in the jungle literally for around ever since he was some 17, 18 for so many years, he would develop a certain body language because constantly walking on uneven terrain and constantly he's either on a hunt or being hunted. So you develop that behavior pattern in a certain way. And when I asked around with casting directors, this one guy's pictures were sent to me, and I just had this gut instinct about him. It didn't look like Veerappan at all in person, actually, But something about him I felt, and then I sent some lines to him from the script. I asked him to do a WhatsApp video and send it back to me. So he just shot himself in his house, in his flat, and holding some stick or something like a gun. And I was quite taken aback with his performing of it, But still, I wasn't convinced he can look like Veerappan, Then I forwarded that WhatsApp video to Vikram Gaikwad, and I asked him, "Do you think you can make this guy look like Veerappan?" And he said, "Let him meet me once," and he went to meet him. And then Vikram said, "If you give me a month or so, I think I'll do my best." And then Vikram did that, and he showed me the pictures, sent me the pictures, and I was blown. I couldn't believe that the transformation can be like this. But I would say that it is definitely partly Vikram, who's done an amazing job on makeup.
Right.
But Sandeep is an outstanding actor because the way he got into the role, and I would think an actor for me is when he doesn't have a dialogue, just in the eyes you can see the wildness in his eyes. You can see an animalistic look in his expression, in his just in the eyes. I'm saying,
No, absolutely. It looks very interesting.